Starting with a half a cup of butter, pre-melted here, so we can get that in there. And we also have ourselves some margarine. We've got ourselves a half a cup of that as well. There you go. Nice and neat. Okay, then coming up, we've got ourselves some sugar, granulated sugar. We're gonna do a half a cup of that. Stick that in there. Got some flour. Now this is 1 3/4 cup of flour. Looks like a lot of flour to me. Now we got our secret ingredient. Potato chips. Now, you can see they're already crushed because I've been doing some damage in there. We're gonna have about a cup of crushed potato chips. Final ingredient, we got ourselves some pecans. We're gonna do about half a cup of that. Now it's time to mix. Now I got this recipe handed down to me from my grandmother, and I couldn't believe it when she told me that she was going to be making herself some potato chip cookies. Now when I was a child and she made these, I wasn't allowed to have a lot of potato chips as a child. So not only did I get potato chips, but I got cookies too. Well, as you can see, I'm making a mess, but I'm gonna get my fingers in there. Really make sure I get down to the bottom. Cleanliness is not my best quality, so I hope you'll forgive me. There we go. All right, now let me clean this up a little bit and show you what we're doing. Now, we're just gonna make some balls here. Now, I'm gonna make different sizes because I never make the right size. I know that's a huge size, so I'm putting that down there. And I'm gonna make a smaller one, a little bit smaller. Well, that's about the same size. A little bit smaller. And then I'll make myself even a smaller one here. Because I always try to experiment. I never quite know what the right size of the cookie to make is. So we're just gonna be making a few here. That way you can see my mistakes and be a part of my experiment. What happens though? What happens if I make one huge cookie? One gigantic cookie. Let's take a look. Now, we're gonna take my fork here and we're just gonna smash them down, kind of like you do with your, well, I don't know, your peanut butter cookie or any other type of cookie. You want to make sure that it's thin enough. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that potato chip crunch? Now, you want to make sure that it's thin enough that it cooks all the way through, but not too thin. Now, I don't know what this one's going to be like. But that's what I love about cooking. It's just one big experiment. All right, now listen, we're gonna stick these in the oven at 375 for about 15 minutes, and we're gonna see what happens. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. Oh, wow, these move so easy. I don't even think I need that, even though I am happy. So let's take a look here. See, here's the big one. And let's take a look at the big one as we open it up. Now, you laughed at me about making such a big cookie, but that looks amazing. All right, I'm gonna jump right in. Here we go. Oh, you see that steam? Look at that. That's really good.
Amazing.
It's still really hot, but it's good enough for a second bite. The potato chips just, I think, really add the texture, but the pecans, can really taste those and the sugar. It's really delicious.